This morning we are moving on to our fifth and final text structure. So we've gone over compare and contrast using H-chart, sequencing, putting things in order by time or transition words. We have gone over cause and effect, something that caused another thing to happen. We've gone over problem and solution. The author identifies a problem and shares ways that you could solve it. And today we are going over description. So description can be kind of big, and it ties perfectly into our next unit that we're going to be going over, which is main idea. So there are two things that I want to look at here. First, we need to ask ourselves for a description piece. Is this piece of writing describing something? Is it describing whatever our topic is? It's not comparing it to something else. It's not telling us the order that it happened. It's not giving us a problem of that topic and how to solve it. It's not telling us how it caused something else to happen. It's just simply describing it. So is it describing it? And this is the type of chart or graphic organizer that you might see when we're dealing with description. So we have our topic in the middle, and then all these just facts about our topic around it. So, but the problem with description is a lot of times, actually this isn't a problem, but the thing with description is sometimes it's not just one simple paragraph. Sometimes it's multiple paragraphs. And every single paragraph is describing something else. So, if that's the case, you would have your topic in the middle, and then you would talk about, and you would have your graphic organizer, see it still kind of looks the same, but we would talk about our descriptive detail in paragraph 1, what's it describing in paragraph 1, what's it describing in paragraph 2? What's it describing in paragraph 3? So it looks a little bit different, but still our topic's in the middle, and then our details are around it. So let's take a look at today's passage and see what it is that it's describing. I bet it's something about soccer. And then we'll come back and take a look and prove that this was the descriptive paragraph. All right, so let's talk about or read this passage about soccer and figure out why this passage is a description text structure. Soccer is one of the most popular sports in the world. Millions of people play soccer. It is a fairly simple game to learn. Players try to move the ball down the field and kick it into their goal. However, a goalie stands in front of the goal and tries to block any shot the other team makes. If a team gets the ball in the goal, they score 1 point. Players need to know the rules. You are not allowed to touch the ball with your hands unless you are the goalie, or you are throwing the ball onto the field from the sideline. You're also not allowed to tackle other players. The referee watches to make sure each player follows the rules. To play soccer, you need just a few items. You need to have a ball, a large area of grass, and goals. Many players wear special shoes without slipping. Many players also wear shin guards. These protect a player's legs from getting kicked. All right, so as I was reading this, I noticed a couple of things. One, I know that the topic is soccer, just like it has been in all of our passages. I noticed that this first paragraph is only 2 sentences, and it was really just introducing the idea of soccer to me. Then as I read the second paragraph, that first sentence, it is a fairly simple game to learn. I thought, okay, well, let's see how simple it is. And then they go on to tell me how to play the game. So players try to move the ball down the field, kick it into their goal. A goalie stands in front of the goal and tries to block any shot. If a team gets the ball in the goal, they score 1 point. So I noticed very quickly that this sentence right here, this whole sentence, is kind of like a topic sentence. It's a fairly simple game to learn. This paragraph is telling me how to play. Not necessarily the rules, just like an overview of the game itself. Then when I went in and read the second paragraph, let's reread it. Players need to know the rules. Oh, right here I noticed this sentence right here might be my topic sentence. That might be what this whole paragraph is describing, the rules. You're not allowed to touch the ball with your hands unless you're the goalie or you are throwing the ball onto the field from the sideline. So there's a rule. You're not allowed to touch the ball with your hands unless you're a goalie or throwing the ball onto the field from the sideline. You're also not allowed to tackle other players. The referee watches to make sure each player follows the rules. So this whole paragraph was about rules. Probably didn't give me all of the rules, but it did describe some of the rules to me. And then as I read the last paragraph, to play soccer, you need just a few items. So I wonder if this is going to be our topic sentence to tell us what this paragraph is describing, like it has in the other 2 paragraphs. You need to have a ball, a large area of grass, and goals. Many players wear special shoes called cleats. These shoes have points at the bottom to help players run without slipping. Many players also wear shin guards, and these protect players' legs from getting kicked. So this paragraph really just is about the clothing and the supplies that you need. So what we need, what you need to play. All right, so let me get this put into a graphic organizer really quick, and we will touch base again about why this passage was a description text structure and not any of the others. All right, so we've read our passage about surprise, surprise, soccer. And let's discuss what makes this piece have a description structure. So as we were reading, we realized that it had several paragraphs in it, and that each paragraph was telling us facts about something else. They were comparing it to anything else or putting anything in order or doing any of the text structures. It was literally just describing the game of soccer to us. So when I look at our topic, so soccer is our topic, it discussed in paragraph 1 how the game was played. In paragraph 2, it talks about the rules. And in paragraph 3, it talked about the clothing and the equipment when you play the game of soccer. So this was a description text structure because it didn't do any of the other things. It literally just told us about soccer. So now what you all are going to do is you're not going to necessarily practice like you have in the past talking about how a text structure is a certain text structure. You are going to be practicing this right here. So in order to tell first off if something is description and to identify the main idea, which is what we're getting into this week, you need to be able to identify the topic of something. So we're going to start with not reading passages, but with just words. So you have an assignment that you have to do today. I'm uploading a video on how to complete that assignment and what you're going to do with that assignment, and then you'll turn it in when you are finished. Today's secret word is banana. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. You need to type that in the text or in the private comment so that I know that you watched this video, and then hop over to watch the video on how to complete today's assignment, and you're going to get today's assignment finished and turned in. Bye, guys.